For right now, does Keith Bass report to Kay McDonald? Now, I will go further and say this. I firmly believe when we get a permanent city manager and a permanent superintendent of general utilities, that superintendent of utilities will report to the city manager.
According to Huff.
As well as the applicants. We as the council had that retreat about the superintendent for utilities and separate city manager, the reporting structure. I think we need to make sure that we let her know, because I think she's kind of caught between, she talked to each one of us separately, and she ain't getting the same thing.
Well, she asked me for the meeting notes, and I sent those from the meeting that was facilitated with the council and our UGA facilitator that was attended by you all, including Keith Bass and me. And during that meeting, we went through the SWOT, strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats. And at that point, you all said that you would have two separate people for city manager and utility superintendent, but the utility superintendent would report to the city manager. So those are the notes that I sent to her. That was the final report from UGA, and with your documentation with that.
That's your understanding, Mr. Flowers?
Absolutely.
That's your understanding? Okay. Mr. Barber, what's your understanding? What's your
I'm
understanding?
gonna go back and read that University of Georgia thing so I can make sure.
Go by the city charter. City charter is crystal clear. Two separate positions. City manager reports to city council. Superintendent of utilities also reports to the city council.
Okay.
I just want to make a quick comment, because on that day, we did discuss that, and if you recall, we talked about the fact that the current meeting of the utilities committee, in the past, it's only been 2 council members, and therefore not the full representation. Now it's the entire council. And we discussed that as being the way that the council can have that direct influence and direct exposure to all things utility. But there really does need to be a single line of command as the city manager comes in. That's my recollection.
I'll be clear, because it's not fair to whoever's applying for this job, thinking that they coming in, whether it be a man or a woman, that they will have more duties than what being advertised.
Would support that. And as you all went through the process, you all made the determination that while there would be 2 people in that position, 2 separate people, but it would still be 1 unit, because you wanted to avoid duplication of services and so forth. So those are the notes that we reflect, and
Those notes, somebody misheard or I misspoke. I don't foresee any duplication of service. I stand by what I've said numerous times, and I apologize if I may have misspoke. But again, the charter is crystal clear to me. There's nothing arbitrary about it. It says there'll be 2 positions. They'll report to the city council.